because I will tell you that picking out toothpaste has become exhausting. It's just become exhausting. And so if you consider that, then you understand why the Heath brothers, and they are remarkable, have written now a book on decision making. In the McKinsey Quarterly, they were introduced this way. Every few years, Chip and Dan Heath distilled decades of academic research into a toolkit for practitioners. They did it with Made to Stick on communication. They did it with Switch on change. And now they've done it with decision making. Decisive, how to make better choices in life and work. Decisive. Now, there are lots of stories in the book. I'll tell you one that's pretty prominent, and we'll do some others as we go through. Quaker bought a company called Gatorade. They paid $220 million, and it grew to become worth $3 billion. Good decision. And they said, we'll do it again. And so they bought a company called Snapple for $1.8 billion. It grew to become worth $300 million. And what happened was they did not listen to the warnings and the hesitancies about Snapple. And they were pretty serious warnings. So, making good decisions is a pretty good skill to learn. Turn to page 2 of your handout and look at the top of the page. Why is this book worth our time? The authors, Chip and Dan Heath, are very good at putting important, useful information into understandable form. We get it. We did with Made to Stick. I put on every speech preparation sheet their 6 simple points on how to communicate effectively. And they did it with Switch on how to change. Number 2, we fail to make the decisions we need to make. We put it off. We don't make them. And or we make too many bad decisions. We need help. Following the principles of this book can help. Number 3, this book does give us a usable, implementable process for making decisions. Very quickly, I'm over time, some takeaways. There are 6. Number 1, we need to face the facts. We will make bad decisions automatically. You shouldn't ever let any teenager make a decision. They're not prepared for it. And I'm sort of halfway serious about that. We have to work at it to learn how to make good decisions. Number 2, as we learn to make good decisions, we need to follow an intentional process of good decision making every time we make a substantial decision. Process matters. Number 3, here's something we can all do far more often. Read books by authors we disagree with on purpose. He says we become a country where we watch TV, news, writers that we already agree with. It narrows our focus. Number 4, here's something we can all do far more often. Read books by authors far off our normal radar. The best leaders read very, very widely. Number five, start simply. Use the opportunity cost approach. What else could I do with this time, this money, these people? And number 6, constantly guard against overconfidence rising from your own hubris. You don't make many really important decisions. This book tells me when it's an important one, follow the process. It's valuable. Hope you found this useful. Thank you very much.